have a genuine conversation with someone. When you go talk with someone, mean it. There's not a need to have an agenda behind a conversation. You don't need to have a specific point that you want to get across. You don't have to, especially when you're just there to have a genuine connection. Having that one-on-one interaction can mean so much to someone. It could mean the world to them. And when people put a specific intention, that is not a conversation of getting to know. That is not a genuine conversation of curiosity. That shows the person's intention. That shows who that person is. And I think when people have an agenda through a conversation, it speaks louder than words. You don't have to say anything. Yes, it might be from a good intention, but that is not the best way to go about it. I think so often people hide their points in a friendly introduction to then move along with their agenda, to open someone's trust up, to then talk about their main point. I say this coming from the perspective of people literally approaching me to talk about certain things. Like twice today, I was approached by this woman and her friend, I guess, whatever. And she comes up to me and is like, "Hi, excuse me," and I had my AirPods in. And she was like, "What are you working on?" And I'm like, "Oh, I just have my computational work." She's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I was a chemistry major and then I switched to public health." And in the back of my head, I'm like, what is she trying to get at? Why is she talking with me? There's two women, one with a child and then one her by herself. And I was like, okay, where's this gonna go? And she's like, "I have this group and they do blah, 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 blah. And would you be interested? It's a focused, a women's focused group and they do whatever." And I was like, "Oh, sure." She's like, "Can I get your number?" And I was like, "I can give you my Instagram." And in that time, it just was like, wow. One, I need to learn to say no. And two, you have to be receptive to people. Not saying every single person is like this, because it's far and few in between. But I think you have to be aware of what people are saying and why they're saying it, how they're saying it, and the agenda. And I think it puts people off because you put words in front of people to be kind, to be open, to be friendly, to then swoop in and have an intention behind the conversation. And I think that kind of does not build a true foundation of friendship or relationship or rapport, but rather I'm gonna give you this fake interaction so I can give you what I want to get that. It's very interesting. And then later today, I was on this meeting call with my PhD student, and we were calling, and I see these two men, these older guys, and they're carrying around stuff and they're promoting their group too. And I was like, oh my goodness gracious, they're talking to a young female trying to eat her lunch, and they're just bombarding her about their conversation and their topic, and it's like, oh my goodness gracious, she's just trying to enjoy her lunch, and that's occurring. And then they come over to me, and I'm like, and they try to approach me, and they're like, "Hi, excuse me." And I say, "I'm in a meeting right now, sorry." And they respectfully walk away. I think just simply from those 2 interactions today, in the same day, it's enough to prove the importance of having a genuine conversation with somebody, being able to connect with people and not have an intention behind your actions, behind your questions. Because I think your actions speak loud enough for you. Yes, you might have genuinely true, good, pure intentions of wanting to bring this topic to light and trying to share your enthusiasm for a topic. But I also think there's a right place at a right time. And I think that needs to be clear. And yes, I am very much the person who I have done that before at my campus to people in my own demographic about my lifting club. I'm like, hey, would you be interested in joining my club? I literally talk about the club or the gym, and then I talk about an opportunity that goes along with it. You get my vibe? And it kind of just opened up my experience in my eyes to the importance of being a genuine, not that they're not genuine, but having the ability to have conversation without having, like I said, an agenda. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I think when it comes down to it, it shows that you're a genuine person, that you're not trying to get something from someone or out of somebody. And I think so often there's a lot of takers and a lot of doers and a lot of havers, and not very often there's a lot of givers. And I think sometimes you should be aware of who you're talking with. And it's just a growing experience, and it's a learning experience that there's so many people out there, and just a vast variety of people. And you get to learn so many opportunities and things about the different interactions that you have with people. Things to do, things not to do, how to maneuver things, how to move around awkward situations. And it's all literally a learning experience. And it's all about trying to take every single experience that you have, learning from it, growing from it, and trying to be able to prepare yourself for the future, to be able to know what you need to know that you don't know. But have enough experience to pull from those knowledge, those branches of knowledge, to help build those next steps for yourself. Those pathways, those stones that you need to move on to that. Because it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be easy. Or it's not going to be easy, and it's going to be awkward. But it's only awkward if you let it be awkward. It's only awkward if you make it awkward. So, I want to leave you with this. If you are trying to bring up something new, trying to spread word, do it in a fashion that you don't try to deceive people. Because it can be taken in many different ways. And I think this is kind of more of a wishy-washy, my opinion. Oops. But I do believe that if you really want to promote something, I think you should be straightforward and not beat around the bush and give a false personification of who you are and what you're trying to talk to, because it can leave a bad taste in someone's mouth. And I really would not like for that to happen to you. And I want you to be on your best foot forward. And I would want you to be able to do something for yourself in the best way possible. Food for thought.